We all deal with jealousy in our own way. Some people feel it and they get angry. Some people feel it and they get motivated. Other people feel it and they get depressed. Well, Tess Fowler feels it, and instantly she reaches for a pitchfork and a torch. Hey everybody, it's your boy Nerdicane, and I'm coming in a little bit hot today. I saw this tweet last night from professional accuser and part-time comic book artist Tess Fowler. She has taken aim at your boy Sean Gordon Murphy. Here's the announcement. Just announced from DC Comics, there will be a Murphyverse. Finally, it's well-deserved. Sean Gordon Murphy loves the medium. He loves the craft. He loves the stories he does. He puts his heart and soul into everything he does. And finally, a good guy gets a win in major comics, amongst the major two comics. He's been given his own Murphyverse, and this caused some jealousy in a certain Tess Fowler. And her reaction was to go on a series of tweets. I'll bring those up now. So I'll read this out for you. Today in comics, apparently, known Batman writer who supports bigots in the industry, blah, 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 blah. I think she goes on and says bigots quite a few times. I'll let you read this for yourself. First off, citation needed. Seriously, if you could show me any type of... have you ever even watched Doug Tenopple on YouTube? He's a dude who just has a good time, creates some stuff that people love, and guess what? He's good with the fans, and the fans, in turn, buy it from him. Do you know why? Because this is the comics industry, not the fucking comics court! You don't get to convict somebody by the accusation. Doug Tenopple is vanilla. He's a nice guy in comics. Sean Gordon Murphy, also vanilla. He's really high quality vanilla, but he doesn't say anything offensive. He does the proper things on social media to sell comics. And then, in true baseless accusation form, she does what I call shield tweets. Shield tweets are these tweets that, it's basically like, a lot of them put it at the beginning where they say, this is not up for discussion. Or, it's things like that. This is not up for discussion. And this isn't debatable. And the science is settled. This is, that SJW is not really interested in, they first off, they can't back up their points. And they're not really interested in trying because they know that they're full of crap. And they know they can't back up the things that they've said because they have no evidence. They're just completely... she's so filled with rage right now because Sean Gordon Murphy got this opportunity in comics. Meanwhile, she's making D&D comics that nobody's reading. I mean, I'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, these are what I call shield tweets, and this is a really, really good indication that somebody making an accusation on Twitter, which is the most toxic place in the comics industry, should not be on Twitter. I've kind of come to that conclusion. Nothing good comes from comics professionals, especially the ones who are psychotic, being on Twitter. Nothing comes from that. You don't sell comics doing that. Live streams on YouTube help sell them. You just ask DNC, ask Doug Tenopple, ask any of the guys who've had a lot of success. Success is when you sell comics, Tess. Who had a lot of success in the indie market. But yeah, these shield tweets just tell me that you have no way of backing up your claims and you don't really want to talk about it. So on the screen now, I should put a not safe for work warning on this. This is the horrible, vicious, malicious, bigoted, homophobic thing that Sean Gordon Murphy had posted for his Murphyverse. The rules of the Murphyverse. Characters stay dead, which I really like. People do kind of bringing that back into comics because it makes death in comics have meaning. No inner monologue. Also, yeah, I could take or leave that. Work comes out on time. Yes, absolutely. I mean, who could take issue with that aside from somebody who's psychotic? And customer service, be good with the fans. So I'll throw it. Part of what sparked this is Sean Gordon Murphy apparently hired Doug Tenopple to do some work. I don't know if he's going to do interiors or if he's going to do covers, but he's good with the fans. He gets his stuff on time because he has two very successful Indiegogo campaigns, as I'm putting on the screen right now. And also, he has a track record of success. And that is absolutely what the comic book industry needs right now. I think part of her problem with it is when she measures herself up to these standards of the Murphyverse, she kind of realizes, I've blacklisted myself. Just like I want to blacklist a lot of people who are in the comic industry so I can get more jobs, she realizes that she's been blacklisted. So here she is on Twitter. I have been blocked. I'm sure a lot of people have been blocked. Tess, how many people do you have blocked on Twitter? I mean, seriously, is that a healthy number? Or do you think that's helping you sell comics? Also, update your GD website. It's the last. I went to try to find what you've been known for, what you've been doing in the industry lately, so I can show if you have any success, if you have any record of sales. And the only thing I found is a record of success with accusations and destroying people, which leads me to the question: what the hell is she creating? What are you creating? What are you making in the comic industry? What are you putting in front of the fan that makes the fan say, oh, that builds enthusiasm, that makes money for the comic company, that pays you, that gets you your next job? Maybe this is part of the problem why you're not getting a whole lot of work and you're working on some D&D book that nobody knows about over at IDW, which I went to the IDW website and apparently you're not working on that anymore. So maybe you look at, are you living in a hovel? Is your career in wreckage right now? Maybe you need to start respecting your brand a little bit more. Maybe you need to start respecting the audience and the fans a little bit more. Look around you. Look at your website. Your website hasn't been updated since 2017. It looks like it was built in 2007. You've blocked a large majority. You've probably blocked a very big majority, a very big portion of the actual buying public. I love D&D. I love the D&D world. I love RPG worlds. I would be interested in a D&D comic book, a good one. Is there any way for you to convey to me as a buyer, as a fan? I think I've bought one of your D&D books before. I'll have to go look through it. Is there any way for me to find out that you're working on it, to see what you're doing? Or is this wall that you've put up, this Trump wall with the fans, with the buying public on one side, is that preventing you from having success in the industry? Is your attitude, is your outlook on that? I mean, what are you creating? Sean Gordon Murphy has created two of the best Batman series in recent years. That's why he got the Murphyverse. That's why he's going to keep being successful. Doug Tenopple as well. That's why he's going to keep being successful. The things you are doing, are those the things that are going to keep you from being unsuccessful? I mean, really ask yourself, look around and ask yourself about that. But I know you're not watching, but you have done one thing, you have inspired me. I need to get back to work on my game, which I will. Thank you, everybody, for your time. As always, don't contact this person. You probably can't because she probably has you blocked already. But thanks for your time. Tell me what you think in the comments. Go check out Bounding Into Comics. This is where the best article on this subject is. Do not go to Bleeding Cool. Although I do have to say, John Trent, Bounding Into Comics is getting a lot of pop-ups, man. Can you do something about that? Because I'm starting to get reluctant to even go to your site because the crazy amount of pop-ups. But thank you for your time. You guys go have a good day. Go find something you love. Go do something you love. Bye.